She was sitting alone on the icy sidewalk, struggling to lift a grocery bag that had split open. Apples rolling everywhere, her hands shaking from the cold. Everyone walked past her, including my family, but I didn't. I dropped to my knees, picked up every apple, tucked them into my scarf, and walked her home, even though my mom shouted from the car window, asterisk, asterisk, Aria, stop wasting time on street trash. Asterisk, asterisk, that night, my dad laughed. My sister posted a meme about rescuing hobos, and my mom. She said, asterisk, asterisk, you'll always be the dumb one with no standards. Asterisk, asterisk, but what they didn't know, that old woman, she wasn't poor Dot, she was asterisk testing me. Asterisk, 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 say, next, asterisk, asterisk, to see how helping her changed my entire future. And destroyed every insult they ever threw at me. Dot, the next morning, I found a note slipped into my mailbox. Dot, in neat cursive. It read, asterisk, asterisk, come to 412 Bloom Street. Bring no one. Asterisk, asterisk, I recognized the handwriting. It was hers, the woman from the sidewalk. I hesitated, but curiosity won. When I reached the address, I froze. Dot, it wasn't some rundown apartment. Dot, it was a towering brick mansion, tucked behind gates, vines curling along iron fences. A black Range Rover sat in the driveway, and through the glass door, I saw her, dressed in pearls, sipping tea like royalty. Aria, she smiled, opening the door. I knew you'd come. Turns out, her name was Margot Delaney, owner of Delaney Estates, one of the top 5 real estate empires in the state. She'd gone out that day in disguise, testing human kindness for her new charity foundation, and I passed. She offered me a full-time position as her personal assistant. Said I had something her own grandchildren didn't heart. I accepted quietly, secretly, while my family still laughed behind closed doors about how I saved a shopping cart grandma. But 2 weeks later, I pulled up in one of asterisk Margot's cars, wearing a tailored suit to drop off a contract she needed signed by my father's construction firm. His jaw dropped. My mom went pale, but I smiled like nothing had changed, because they still thought I was just being kind. At dinner that night, my mom waved her fork and mocked me again. So, Aria, still out saving the homeless? I just smiled and said, actually, I just got promoted. I manage a few properties now. She rolled her eyes. Let me guess. You sweep the driveways? My sister CAK led. Dot. They had no idea I was managing asterisk asterisk 6. Estates asterisk asterisk, overseeing renovations and handling private acquisitions worth millions. Every week, Margot trained me personally, grooming me not just as her assistant, but as her heir. One afternoon, Margot leaned in and said, asterisk asterisk, my children only call when they want money. You called when I had nothing. Asterisk, asterisk, I said nothing. But I felt something change in me that day. A few months later, my dad's firm put in a bid for a luxury apartment project. Dot, they were desperate, broke, needing one big deal to survive. Guess who the seller was? Delaney Estates. And guess who Margot asked to handle negotiations? Me. When I walked into the room in a tailored cream blazer, my dad's face turned ghost white. My sister dropped her phone. Mom whispered, you work for her? I sat across the table, calm and sharp. My client has high standards. We're only accepting offers from companies with a clean ethical record and zero history of financial manipulation. I slid a file across the table. With all their dirty laundry inside, they were disqualified on the spot. Say, next. To see how I made my final move, one that left them publicly exposed and permanently out of my life. The article dropped on a Monday morning. Front page of the business section. Asterisk, asterisk, local construction firm banned from bidding, insider ties. Fraudulent reports uncovered. Asterisk, asterisk, the photo. My parents walking out of a courthouse, hiding their faces, the source of the week. Me, I didn't do it for revenge. I did it because Margot made me believe I deserved better, and because covering for them all these years meant I was part of the problem. My mom called me that evening, voice shaking. Arya, we didn't know you'd go this far. I replied calmly. You didn't think I'd go anywhere at all. Click. Weeks later, Margot held a gala. Press, cameras, investors, the whole city came. At the center, she raised a toast to the future of Delaney Estates, my successor, Arya. Flashes, gasps, my name in gold on the screen behind me. My family was there. Not as guests, not as caterers. They didn't recognize the event name when they applied for part-time gig work. I watched from the stage as my mother passed hors d'oeuvres, eyes wet. My father stood frozen behind the bar, and my sister, she pretended not to see me. I didn't say a word to them. Just smiled, because the girl they once mocked for helping street trash became the one who owned the street.